Hey y'all, what's up? You are now in tune to TNS Bosses Inc. YouTube channel. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share this page. It is off the chain.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another TNS Bosses Inc. for our second video of the night. Trying to feed you guys this XRP news, what's going on, crypto space, the whole nine. But like always, got the boss with me. Say what's up, boss.
Good evening, guys. Welcome to the channel. Second video of the night. Please like, comment, subscribe. Support the channel. It's growing slowly but surely all over the world, not only in the U.S. and Bangladesh, India, Spain, UK. We all over. It's not about like being famous, none of that stuff. We just trying to change lives, man. Because it's enough for everybody. It's not lonely at the top if you reach back and take somebody with you, man. So welcome to the channel. We appreciate you guys. Crypto class. Let's take action. Let's go, boss.
Let's go. So let's get into it, man. We have got some news today. I want to get into a Zoom. If you don't got your Zoom wallet, man, you messing up right now. If you're in the XRP community, please get your Zoom wallet. I want to play this little clip from them. Check it out.
Some comes with incredible features that are benefiting many of their users, including multiple methods of authentication. A non-custodial wallet for absolute control over your keys, NFTs, and other digital assets. 100% air-gapped and encrypted onto your device, giving you the best possible security. Some is open source for developers to add apps, making the possibilities endless. And since Some is running on the XRP ledger, settlement can occur within seconds. Sign, send, deliver. Some.
Yeah. Make sure you get your Zoom wallet. People, come with a lot of benefits. Airdrops, get your NFT, Sologenic, connect your Sologenic, your wallet to Sologenic, put your NFTs on there. The whole bunch of stuff, man. Y'all gotta understand. Cold storage wallet Zoom is doing stuff, man. What else we got, boss? The market is no fun. This is Casino Coin. God, you want to talk about Casino Coin? The market is no fun, but new friends are. You got boss. They got 27,000 holders in counting of Casino Coin, the wallets, good sir.
Wow, nice.
So since November 4th, they've been building, man, for a while, and like I said, this is the chart right here that the Casino Coins holders, man, and the Casino Coin is building, man, trying to get on these platforms. And also, like I said, we just showed you the Zoom wallet. You can also buy like I say, Casino Coin on your Zoom wallet. Just buy XRP from Uphold, send it to your Zoom wallet, and to convert it to Casino Coin. That's what you have to do, guys. Also, Watch Guru Circle USDC adds support for Apple Pay. So the USDC is on Apple Pay. I think you sent me this, boss, right?
Yeah. I saw it on, I think on Twitter, and I sent it to you. I think it's amazing news just to show you how, and Apple is a $1 trillion company. So, more and more integration, more eyeballs, more adoption is great for the space, especially what's going on right now. We need more positive news, man, and that's great news right there.
Now, somebody does put in, what is the USDC? Boy, y'all better see. Like I told you, let me blow this up. I'm going to keep repeating this. Where I used to work at. Don't be surprised if you're getting paid in a USDC stablecoin at your job. I keep saying that. And now you see the Apple Pay? There you go. You're playing games out here. Stuff is changing. We got this boss. Let me see. Okay. So also you got some stellar news, boss. 350 million people in Africa don't have access to bank accounts, and only 20% of family have former bank accounts. I guess who is this right here? This is For Bank One able friction-free movement of value of unbanked people globally. Airtime is your on-ramp of digital money. And let me follow them because stay informed. Provided a real-world solution to this problem by turning 8 billion active prepaid SAMs cards globally into virtual debt cards with Stellar. Boss, this is huge. We talk about 8 billion active prepaid SIM cards globally into virtual debit cards with Stellar Network, which is guys XLM. See, once users loaded prepaid airtime credit card into the phone bank wallet, those credits are on ramp into the Stellar network, digitized into tokens name which can then be turned into the USD coin or USDC. You see, and you know USD coin runs on Stellar. So y'all gotta understand, man. While I saying XRP, XLM, ISO, the only two one at the table, XRP, XLM.
Yeah.
Come on, boss. And also, I'll let you talk about it in a minute, boss. Also, we got just want to show some pictures of Uncle Brad going to the house at the Swell conference right now. 6th annual Swell conference underway. I took the stage this morning with CNBC Karen to discuss all the Ripple crypto utility, macroeconomics factor affecting crypto, and much more. You see, so this is Swell. You know, right now I think it's in London, boss.
Yeah, London.
Yeah, London. Like I say, some big names there. Guarantee you that. And this is huge, man. Ripple's not going nowhere, guys. I gotta understand, it's not going nowhere. You know, but I'll let the boss go ahead and expand on the Stellar.
I mean, yeah,
wallet.
with Stella, that's in Africa. It's a big deal, and all these people. Remember, Stella XLM is for the unbanked and Ripple is for the bank. XRP is for the bank, right? So with all these people that's unbanked, man, it's kind of crazy. If you watch our last video, we showed you how if you're part of the whole system, right? How they taking your money and making money off your money, and they making profit and interest and all that stuff. But not only doing that, but they're excluding a lot of the world population too, because they trying to keep you at bay. They're trying to keep you on a hush hush. But thank God for crypto, because crypto is here to stay. Crypto is here to revolutionize the world, and crypto is XLM is trying to bank the unbanked, because they're people too. They should partake into what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Why not, right? So it's amazing news, and like the boss said, XLM, XRP, they're at the table. ISO 102.2s. They sit at the table. As far as like Brad, Uncle, like they're 6th annual, man. That's great news, and they got some heavy hitters on stage talking. In the midst of them going through a lawsuit, they keep making moves. They keep partnering with different countries, Brazil, France, Spain, Africa recently came out with the ODL stuff. It's just here to stay, guys. Don't pay attention to what they're doing, man. Just what they're saying, man. What they're doing is two different things. So let's just keep, don't get distracted. Stay focused, man, and do what you need to do, and do not miss out on this opportunity.
So,
Okay.
like I say, guys, let me say this, but let me put this on video. I just want to go back to the other video. Let me say this. They take your money, right, boss? Speaking of the banks, like I say, you work all the overtime, you save up a lot of money, and you put it for a down payment for a house. When you put it for a down payment for a house, you get the house, but guess what? They charge you interest on the house. So with that interest that they charge you in the house, you live in the house paying interest. But on top of that, once you get your house, you straight. They call it the American dream, right? So after you get the house paying interest on it, then what you do? You go ahead and back working again, working overtime, throwing it into your bank. So they're taking they eating off the money that you put in the bank because you get direct deposit and you put it in your bank account, and they making money off. They're using your money to blow their business up, and then they're hitting you with a double whammy because you're paying on the house and they charging you interest on that too. So they making money off your direct deposit and they making money off the interest rate that they charging you on top of that too. So they hitting you with double whammy, and you think you're doing something, but they making money off your money and blowing up their business. You see? So guys, man, yeah, oh God.
I mean, either way you slice the cake, man. Either way, you're getting a smaller portion, man. They're going to win, but it don't have to be like that. If you get educated, if you know what you're doing, you already know what's going on, right? Okay, open your eyes, you see what's going on. You see the writing on the wall. They big bold, right? So go ahead and okay, get into crypto. Get all the one that got utilities. Boom. Get the precious metals, right? The gold, the silver, gossamer is not going nowhere. Boom. Okay, you don't want to keep your money in the bank, go ahead and move it to USDC, put it on the ledger. Boom. When you need to move it back to your bank, go ahead and make that little transaction. Boom. Now you set yourself up now when this thing does take off, and when it do take off, you could partake into, being financially free. Like you said, it's a game. You just got to be part of the game. You got to know the rules of the game to play it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't have the basketball in your hand and you walking. That's traveling. It's a rule across the board. See what I'm saying? It's just rule that applies to games. Like if you playing football and you grab somebody by, that's space mask. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just rules to the game, dude. So you got to know what you're doing, but you got to be willing though. A lot of these people are not open-minded. They just stuck in their ways. They believe what they want to believe, and that's that. That's just the way that it's going. But as you can clearly see, that the world is not moving that way. You know what I'm saying? It's transitioning to something else. So what do you do in that situation? Do you stay with your old thoughts, your old thinking, or you just trying to move with the world, right? Like what do you do? As you see Ripple make a move, but you know what I'm saying? They know the lawsuit is it's a weapon used against them trying to delay, but they still making moves. While all these countries trying to get with Ripple, you know what I'm saying, using the XRP ledger, knowing that they're going through a lawsuit. A lot of people not even touch that. But the US is so corrupt, man. They so corrupt. They've been doing it for a long time. And when this crypto came, dude, it shook everybody up. Like, dang, we can't be doing this no more. Social media came, dang, we can't be doing deals behind the cloak because they know people are going to dig up and find out the information because everything's public information. They could do whatever they want to do to hide it, but they can't because people are going to find out. And that's what I'm saying, man. Take advantage. Take advantage, man. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, man. Take advantage. Come on.
I give you some homework. I gotta give y'all some homework. Especially, like I say, in the Black community. Go to your parents and ask your parents what they was doing when the internet came out. Go to your parents and ask them financial questions. Ask them what's the end goal, or how you do it, on how you can make 100,000. Go ask your parents that. Because I asked my people that. What was you doing when the internet first came out? Was you trying to get domains? We tried to do that? Or we didn't know about it? You know why they didn't know about it, guys? You know why they didn't know about it? It's because Harvard, MIT, all these Ivy League schools, they were teaching these people how to do this certain stuff. Look at the movie for FTX, MIT. The girl who's with, what's his name? Oh, Amanda, whatever it is, Amelia, someone's name, MIT. They groom these kids at these Ivy League schools to run the country. If you go to a community college, they're not grooming you. They're not talking to you about crypto. They grooming you to take a job. This is why they have all these own job programs at these colleges. This is why you have all these Concords and all these other places. Kaiser and all this. They grooming you to work, not to be a future leader. They only take real smart people to be future leaders because they want to run the country. You see what I'm saying? I know a lot of dumb people. You see what I'm saying? But they probably have common sense, but they're dumb. And this is what's going on. They empower them to learn and stuff. Look, Gary Gensler, Lizard Man, were teaching about cryptocurrency in MIT, right?
Yeah.
They weren't teaching that in Miami-Dade, Bard College, or whatever college you were overseas, or whatever. They weren't teaching that in the community college because they need you to work.
Yeah.
If your grade's not good, they're not going to teach you that. Your kids go to private school. I heard DJ Envy say his kids in private school, they teach his kids about real estate, financial, stock market, all that in private school. They ain't
Yeah.
teaching that in public school because they
No.
need to teach. They need y'all to work. I ran into a kid the other day. Like I said, he probably didn't know, but everybody in here, oh God, everybody is charging y'all to learn this stuff. We trying to tell you guys for free. We're not charging nobody because the narrative has to change when it comes to us, man. And like I say, think about it. Like the boss say, you gotta start questioning stuff. Why they ain't teaching my kids about all this stuff and they going to the private school? They teach them how to read and write and do math and play football, basketball, and
Yeah.
go to ROTC to be in the Navy and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
you go to the Navy and you go to the Navy or go to the Army and stuff like that. They'll pay for you this, they'll pay for that. You'll learn discipline. You'll know all the other stuff. But when you come back, guess what? You gotta get a regular job and you going right to the bank and they give you like benefits for loan. But they still gonna take your money because it's sitting in
Yeah.
the bank, and you still just run everybody else, and you fighting a war, but these people still taking your money while their kids in MIT, all these Harvard, all these universities, they in these schools like that, and they finna run the country and eating steak, eating grass-fed steak, and all type of stuff while you
That
going
way
to
I
Walmart.
go.
And you going to Walmart and you get the chicken that's real plumped up because they put steroids in it, and you wonder why your kids going crazy. The kids going crazy. They hyper. You going to McDonald's getting the frosty, whatever you doing to do, and you wonder what's going on.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, they feed your kids steroids, and then you get athletes. When you get these athletes, but I'm sorry, Bo. Let me just say this, Bo. You have these athletes, then your athletes turn football players, and they're running faster, quicker, but they're not that smart. But the problem is the MIT people who getting investing their money, getting all this money, then they turn around and buy the football team that your son is playing on, and then your son getting hurt, getting concussions, while they sit like a fat cat holding up the trophy because they won a Super Bowl. And what are you doing?
Feel you, boss. Hey, man. I feel you, man. It's the same thing, man. Like, you've never seen a commercial for MIT. You've never seen a commercial for Stanford or Harvard, all these Ivy Leagues, right? But you'll see something for BCC or Kaiser or, that little owl commercial. Oh, come on, man. Ever since I got this job, I'm happier and I can feed my family. But you're not seeing commercials because anybody can go to that school, right? It takes the top 1%, right? So you got to be accepted at MIT. But those are the corrupt people. Those are crooked guys, right? Those are the people that's going to that school. But the people like the Boston with the common sense, with the integrity, with the morals and all that stuff, they go into these public schools, but they don't have the same access as these Ivy League school people are going to. They don't. You see what I'm saying? And it's kind of crazy. It's ridiculous, man. Either way, like I say, you slice the cake, we're losing, man. Whether it comes to food, like you don't see no Whole Foods in the hood, but you see Presidente, you see Bravo, you see all these other like regular, like, come on, man, things have to change, but they're not going to change until you do something about it. You got to do something. Nobody going to do it for you. I can't do it for you. The boss can't do it for you. Like we can't force you to do something that you don't want to do. You got to be willing to do it. You got to be open-minded and start like seeing things in a different light. That's the only way, man, or else it's just going to get worse. They don't get better. Just because you got a raise, you got a promotion at work, it doesn't get better because the more money you make, the more tax they take out.
Yeah,
The more money you make, the more lavish you want to live. And, instead of getting like a house for like 175, you get something for like 600 because you got it, right? But but that's for 30 years, dude. Like, it has to change, ball. But you made I like the point with the whole football team and the people. That's true, man. It's true.
Oh, boss. Let's go, man. Let's do this video, dude. All right, what we got next, boss? Jimmy K filing, boss. George Torres has granted motion to file amicus brief by November 18, 2022. Association with 6 XRP holders: Coinbase, CCI, Valid Capital, Crypto, Vin. I'm messing all this up.
It's
Ripple
all good.
Financial, Investor Ready, NSEI, and there's a whole bunch of people that's filed a dog on every key brief. You know what I'm saying? Forget it. You know, which is good for us, man. And you know, also, this came out, I guess it was a settlement expected tomorrow. This came out on what's it, Fox Business. She came out with this, as you can see. And guys, the boss, I had to break up the boss said, nah, it was fake. Uncle Brad came out and said it was fake. But it came out with the news and I thought it was something. But guys, look at this. Just on speculation alone, guys. Just on speculation alone, they say the settlement was done. This is what XRP believe the settlement rumors, and this was happened. Look what happened. You see this right here? Just on that alone, XRP jumped up 9%. It went from 32 cents to 37 cents just on speculation alone. Thought it was over. And you see the money just because they FOMO. They FOMO and they was a fear of missing out. They FOMO and they was throwing their money in there because they didn't miss out just in case XRP was going to explode. And that was a snippet of what's going to happen when this case is over. From 32 cents to 37 cents, just like that.
Mm-hmm.
You see, guys, y'all gotta understand. I'm not making this stuff up. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll do a video say I'm wrong. It is what it is. We lost all our money, lost some money. It is what it is. Whatever. But like I say, that shows me that's when that fake news said the settlement was done, the price shot up. What are you holding? You see what I'm saying? What are you holding, man? Dang. What else we got here, boss? I guess who this is right here, man. You have Chairman Waters, rank member McHenry announced December hearing for investigate the FTX collapse. So I guess Congress want to investigate the collapse of the FTX. Now they want to come out and say something now, but they ain't coming out talking about Ripple. Ain't that something? After more than 12,500 messages were sent to connect to Congress since Friday, demanding an investigation of the for the SEC government role to this disaster, they react. So they reacted. This is what Chairman Ward is going to do. They're going to investigate FTX. Really? But meanwhile, breaking news: more than 9,000 people have signed a petition for Crypto Law US demanding an investigation for Gary Gensler but handing FTX a regulatory free pass while FTX committed fraud. Wow. Yeah. And basically what this is, Library said the SEC specifically requests that we stop sharing with the public that it is likely to be investigated by the SEC as part of their settlement proposal, I guess. Meanwhile, this is what's going on with them. Tom Brady and their boy Friedman. Let me go ahead and refresh it. Crazy.
Sam from FTX. We're at Crypto Bahamas conference. We're going to start the day. We're going to do some TikToks for you guys, and it's going to be an amazing day. We'll get started. We'll do a get ready with me. Sam, where you going, bro? What's up, guys? I'm here with my boy Sam from.
Yeah, boss. So, yeah. So I think I had to slide up, guys. But basically what's going on, guys, is that, and you see right here, I had this up. You guys said with Gary Gensler, I guess they out with got Senator Warren right there too, you know. But before I get into this, let me just say this: is that with that, boss, um now they got a lawsuit on Tom Brady, Stephen Curry, and other people who was promoting the FTX right now. So they going after the promoters who was promoting FTX was in the commercial, ball. So what you think about all that right now?
I mean, it's the same thing with the Kim Kardashian. A lot of times, these celebrities, man, they just taking the bag and they not doing their due diligence to seeing what's going on with the company. You're already rich, man. What's another 1 million, 2 million to promote something? You know what I'm saying? And you got a lot of people that's following you, that's listening to what you say. So the best thing you could probably do is to do some research into whatever company that you're promoting, man, because you know whatever you say, people are going to follow. I don't think necessarily it's a good thing to sue them, but that's just the name of the game. Like if you're, you taking responsibility for it, you know what I mean? I guess you got to get sued. It's crazy, but like I said, man, you can look the other way for so long, dude. At some point, the people they gonna come out and start doing what they got to do, signing all these little, thing that John D be putting up, and you gotta do some type of investigation, man, because like how long are we gonna keep this thing going? The Celsius, the Voyager, the 3-hour Capital, the Lunas, and now the FTX. Dan Biden's getting investigated. Dan Tether's like, come on, dude. Like, yeah, we need some type of regulatory, you know what I'm saying, stuff going, dude. Some type of clarity, some regulate. We need that in the space, and it's kind of crazy. The people that we put in a position of authority, they're the one that's not allowed, like all over the world, man. We good. Why in the United States we going over this little speed bump? Like, why we're the only one? Everybody else is saying XRP is not a security, but why we're the only one saying that's security? Just recently I saw that with the Ripple swell, Spending Bits. I guess they won some type of competition, but remember, Spending Bits is using the XRPL to spend their Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin is a commodity, but you're using something that's a security to move it, it just don't make no sense, dude. Like it's crazy. You can look the other way for so long, man. And all these people, in Congress, they got to do something, man. And just yesterday, I think, the Democrat, they keep in control, but the Republican, they take control of the House. So now, just like Tom Aaron said, it's a new day. Now you got to show people what you're talking about. You got to go after all these corrupt people. So everybody waiting to see. You know what I'm saying? Maxine Waters, I'm not a fan of hers, man. Because you take a picture with Sam and all that. I'm not a fan of you, man. All these people, man, they all connected, man. But some got to give, man. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Right is right, wrong is wrong, man. So let's just see what happened. As far as like, with the amicus, man, a total of 16 was filed, 13 on behalf of Ripple, 2 on behalf of SEC, but they have no credibility. One of the companies don't invest in crypto, and one of the other companies are neutral. So it's looking good for Ripple, man. They got till the 30th to file all that stuff, but as soon as the judge granted it, the next day they started dropping. And we're still waiting to see, 2 companies that filed on behalf of SEC, we're still waiting to see how theirs are looking like, So we're seeing, man, it's coming to an end, guys. Don't get discouraged, don't get frustrated. Honestly, you just got here. And that's just me being honest. Like we've been here for a long time. And it's the same thing. Other people have been here longer than us, so we can't get frustrated, man. We got to stay determined, stay hungry, stay focused. And this thing is going to happen, man, because God got the last say.
Yeah, you can seldom make it happen at any moment.
That's
any
true.
moment. What else we got? Well, I got another video with this guy talking about.
What about the rest of the cryptocurrency space? So it's not enough to just capture what they had. They want to take out everybody else. So they want to take out everybody. They want to take out all the major players. And then they want to put so many regulations on it that nobody else can rise back up. If we get rid of all the big players that have the money, who's going to fight the regulations? All right, so now they want to capture cryptocurrency. So, first of all, the companies, they create money from thin air. FTX, they create this FTT token. Their sister company, Alameda, pumps that out of nothing and creates fake value. Now with these fake tokens that they fraudulently created value for, then they can borrow against those or cash them in for dollars. And then they take that money and start manipulating the market. And what they do is they start taking down crypto companies. Now, what am I talking about? Now, you remember I've covered this at length. If you've been following the cryptocurrency space at all, you know that really this all started happening in about May of 2022 when Terra Luna collapsed. When Terra Luna collapsed, then it was a domino effect and it took down everybody else. Then it took down 3 Arrows Capital, and then it took down Voyager, and then it took down Celsius, and it's only cascading. Well, it looks right here that we are going, well, it says here, that SBF, Sam Bankman-Fried, is responsible for the Terra Luna crash. Everybody wonders, who is the one that took them down? Who is the short seller? Well, turns out, it looks like it's Sam Bankman-Fried is the one that took down Terra Luna that caused the cascading effect. It says that CZ, the founder of Binance, knew that. SBF intentionally took down 3 Arrows Capital. So first he took down Terra Luna, then he took down 3 Arrows Capital. Then Sam Bankman-Fried moved user funds from FTX to support Alameda because Alameda, his sister company, was also caught up in the carnage. So what they did is they took users' funds, if you had money on FTX, your money, and fraudulently moved them over to Alameda to prop them up because they also caused damage for their own company. It says that CZ from Binance approached Sam Bankman-Fried but was ignored. So then CZ tweeted as a last resort saying, hey, look, we want to get rid of our money. Now, so they took down the major players. So he took down FTX, took down Luna. It took down Voyager. It took down Celsius. It took down 3 Arrows Capital. All right, what's next? Well, who are the other big players? Well, one of the other big players that U.S. regulators have been trying to get for a really long time is Tether.
Tether. Yeah, boss. Tether. Let me drop this other video. This other video. Not this one. Here we go. Talking about the Tether coin, guys. We've been talking about this. And to show you guys what I'm talking about. Here we go.
The future of crypto at this point, Kyle?
I mean, the question is, what is Tether? Like, what is this $66 billion behemoth that has its headquarters at a small bank in the Bahamas that's literally a hop, skip, and a jump from Sam Bankman-Fried's lairs in Albany? You know, you go see this building. I've actually walked into this building and, you know, saw a guy eating a sandwich. And I said, so this is where the $80 billion is? You know, the question is, I've spoken with the top head traders of fixed income at some of the largest securities firms in the world who tell me we've never done one trade with Deltec Bank or Tether. And if you look at their balance sheet, they say that there is repos, treasuries, this and that on their balance sheet. Now, they also own precious metals and secured loans and things like that. But if there's an $80 billion or $66 billion now institution out there trading repos and treasuries, you'd assume that someone would find them. Now, I must caveat my statement with, I didn't talk to every single dealer in the world. So maybe there's a dealer out there that will claim they do business with Tether, but I haven't been able to find one. So I just wonder why. Like, what is the purpose of a stable coin when you have G7 currencies? The only purpose of a stable coin, in my opinion, is to be able to jump outside of U.S. and let's say IRS jurisdiction and lever yourself and trade and not report your earnings. And there is no other rationale for owning a stable coin.
Ooh, whoa. Well, let me tell you, boss.
Mm.
And they say the 66 billion. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Tether coin. And I've been telling you guys about that. Been telling you guys about your meme coins that you have in Tether. That you gotta buy Tether coin to buy it, and you gotta convert it to Tether coin to take it out for you to get your money. Oh, I'm sorry. Now it's 65 billion. It went down to 66 billion to 65 billion now. You see it's dropping, guys? This is what I'm saying. Look at it. If this 65 billion goes down to 12 billion, it pulls from this. That's for bringing the whole market down. You see, guys? When it brings it down, XRP price is going to drop even more. And this is why I say, guys, is that you have some money on the side. Because XRP probably dropped. They attack Tether, because Tether next. We've been telling y'all for the past month, 2 months, that's next. If you have your money in one of these exchanges, like, oh, and they use Tether, like you getting 10% of your money and stuff, they paying you with Tether coin, you better take your money out now. Because if you get caught up, these companies are going to shut down and your money's going to be gone. It's over. You see, you have to understand, it's just a warning. It's a warning to you guys what is happening, what is going on. Also, boss, check this out.
Unfortunately, this is an ecosystem that is totally corrupt. Unfortunately, it is, and I think the lesson of the last few weeks is these people should be out of here. I can't believe that CZ and Binance has a license to operate in the UAE. Is banned in the UK, is under investigation by the US Justice Department for money laundering, $8 billion of money from Iran. And he's here on this stage, and he has residence in this country. The regulator should be thinking carefully. That's a walking time bomb, okay? So if you invested in us, it's a walking time bomb. You should be kicked out of this country, should not be allowed to operate. I'm sorry to say. It's gonna get worse than some big country, okay? So if you...
He's talking about boss. CZ Binance. Translation, they are coming for CZ Binance. Now that he's exposed the scheme. That's DAI says, boss. They say the man is a ticking time bomb. Saying the man, Binance, banned, he's banned in the UK and is under investigation by the United States Justice Department for $8 billion money laundering. He should be kicked out of the country. UAR, that was in Dubai, what he was saying. And this is why, boss. This is why we say, and crypto class, this is why I post the laptop. This is why I post the ledger. Take your money off the exchanges. I mean, take your crypto off the exchanges, because they is coming off the exchanges. And if your crypto is on there, if it's shut down or something like FTX, you're done. There's a lot of stuff going on. You got to weather the storm. What you think about that, boss?
I feel like it's crazy because, you know, the company that's based in the U.S., the headquarters in San Francisco, I'm talking about Ripple, has been coming to you week after week after week, showing you what they're about to do, asking for regulation, asking for what the rules is. You turn around and sue that company, right? And a company like Tether or FTX, located in the Bahamas, you know what I'm saying, don't have to fall under your jurisdiction. You're allowing these companies to do what they want to do, but you're not going after them. You're only going after FTX because the people are tired. They know they're speaking up. They want answers. That's the only reason why, right? And CZ, you move 8 billion to a country that United States sanctioned. That's kind of crazy. Every time you move money to and from, that's wire fraud, man. You know what I'm saying? And and the same applies to Tether, same applies to FTX, moving money in and out. You know, because you're only going to other countries, not only Bahamas a tax haven, but you don't got to report to nobody. The IRS can't really touch you. You see what I'm saying? Because right now, I don't know if Sam is still over there, but I think he went to Argentina. But if he's still over there, they trying to extradite him to come back to United States, you know, because he's facing you know, a long
Look,
sentence, man.
boss,
So
boss, they see
yeah,
saying Bateman Freeman, they took a picture of him at the doggone grocery store on his phone. He's over
well,
there.
it's just to show you that, you know, people don't care, man. Like they just don't. And the company that's trying to do the right thing, you going after them. Poor little library. They only raised 200,000. You went after them because you know they don't have the resources that Ripple has, right? But all these other companies, the Celsius, the Voyagers, the 3ACs, the BlockFis, the FTX, now Tether, now CZ. How much more bleeding are we going to allow the space to bleed? It's crazy, man. So go ahead and get rid of all that stuff, get regulated, and let crypto thrive because you can't do without crypto. And as far as like the UAE, they, you know, they allow, cause you know these countries, man, they got their little rules set in place, so they probably allow them. But as soon as he get out of place, I'm pretty sure they're gonna check CZ. You know what I'm saying? They gonna move him out, and it's not looking too good for him because he was in bed with FTX. You know what I'm saying? They was in cahoots. They know what's going on. He only did what he did because he felt betrayed by Sam. It's the only reason. But they all know what's up, man. You know, the Jake Clay, the Bill Hemmings, the Joseph Lubin, the Sam, the Steezy, the Mike Novogratz, and the, you know, all these people, man, they know what's up, man. You know? So we're just waiting, man. Like, you know, going through the lawsuit, yeah, it took some time. You know, it's going on 2 years. But I think it's a good thing because when we come out this little thing, man, we're gonna be regulated. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be able to trade it, do what we need to do, move money around the world, man. Real time settlement type of stuff, and you know, it's gonna thrive. You know, so I think it's a good thing for the space. But all the back actors, man, they got to get out. They got to go. They got to go, man.
So, okay, well,
It's
I
crazy,
get
man.
it.
And then, even when you look at documentaries like, you know, Enron, how they just, you know, they took advantage of the system, man, and the SEC don't do nothing until it's too late. The same thing with Bernie Madoff, man. The man was just, you know, they was, you know, friends, man. They letting the man get away with stuff. The same thing with Sam. If this thing ain't blow up like it did, Sam would have been straight. He would have been all right because you gave him, man. You know, it's
Getting a free
crazy, man.
pass. You gave him the green light. You gave
Yeah,
him
man.
just like Ethereum, gave him the green light. Yep. So this is Coach JB. Check this out. Talk about central banks jumping in.
Holy shit, the big boys are coming to play. The Federal Reserve announced that large banks are doing a pilot right now on distributed ledger technology. Now, we've been discussing this for a very long time on our YouTube channel, sharing information. Remember, wisdom, information, and instruction is the true wealth. It says in Proverbs, instruction and knowledge and wisdom, I'm paraphrasing, will make you rich and famous. It's not Bugattis, it's not Lamborghinis, it's not investments, it's knowledge and wisdom. When you know the game, you can't be played. So understand what's happening right now is the banks are
Boss.
Mhm.
That's something that we just said, boss.
Yeah.
On the last video, and this, oh my God, man, I can't make this up.
now getting into distributed ledger technology. Some of the largest banks in the world are now stepping in and testing DLT. They're not testing. Wells Fargo is one of them. They're already with R3 back in 2017. Bank of America's with Ripple. Chase has their own distributed ledger technology system. They have connected to Onyx. They also have the JPM coin. So what you're about to see right now is they're going to work to crush and destroy the exchanges that over collateralized, the crypto companies that pumped and dumped you and took your money. They are going to find out how strong their balance sheets are. And what's going to survive is companies that have real world solve, real leadership teams, real balance sheets, and eventually the crypto companies that will survive will be on the stock market as well. So the future of cryptocurrency is going to be the company like Ripple, it could be a PolySign, companies like that going onto the stock market as a security and buying and investing in the company. And then you will have the token that operates the utility, right? That can operate separate from that. Now the SEC could come out and just be like, they're all securities, and then the whole game changes. So what we do know is every company, large company, small company, has borrowed their way out of their problems for a very long time, and money is no longer cheap. This tells you that the system is being switched. So the companies that have real balance sheets, actually have capital in the bank, real money, are the ones that are going to survive. You can no longer borrow your way out of your problems anymore. They taught Americans to borrow against their future self, and most people are screwed. They taught companies to borrow against their future self and not have savings, and most companies are screwed. So welcome to the new monetary system, the new way of liquidity, money moving at the speed of light, information moving at the speed of light, and we as normal everyday citizens, just like the 1900s, now have an opportunity to invest in the software, companies, and infrastructure. Love you guys very much. Warriors, rise!
Yeah.
And guess
So,
who got $1 billion in the bank?
who?
Ripple does.
Mm,
He's sitting on cash, man, and he's right. He's absolutely right, man. 100% right.
So, like I say, this is a Tom Brady, Stephen Curry, Golden State Warriors, other high-profile celebrity are sued by endorsing FTX. That was one of them. Check this out. I want to play this right quick before I play something else because it's kind of just popping up now. I ain't having slides right, but check this out. What Glenn Beck says about the feds. That's going live.
Who told you this? Who told you this? Citigroup Inc., HSBC Holdings, MasterCard, and Wells Fargo are among now the financial companies that, as of yesterday, are participating in the experiment along with the New York Fed's Innovation Center, the project called the Regulated Liability Network is conducting in a test environment to roll out a digital dollar. This is a pilot program. We told you this was coming how many years ago? Everyone denied it. Every single member of the press has been denying this. They've been saying it's a conspiracy theory, all of this. We told you years ago that this was coming. Now they started, as of yesterday, their 12-week digital dollar pilot. What does that mean? Don't go to MSNBC because they're not going to tell you. Don't go to anybody. You can go to our archives at the Blaze TV and find out exactly what that means to your dollar if you don't already know.
Yeah. Yep. So it is here, people. It is here. Let's get into this right quick. FTX, Big Boy. I guess he didn't get fraud by FTX. But check it out.
And they did that. You've got to see how we did it. You've got to see how we did it because they're used to people being corrupt, right?
Yeah.
So they offered us, the moment we went to them and they gave us an offer of close to $1 million Australian straight away, they don't know our losses. They think we're just a company. And then $600,000 was offered to us as hush money, but we had to sign that we wouldn't be discussing this again. This is the first offer. You should see what I asked for. No. You got to see what I demanded. And at the end, they realized we were playing them because by the final email, when they wanted to go to arbitration, they're saying, listen, we'll give you guys whatever you want. Basically in the email, look, you'll leave happy. And we asked for everything. I mean, I was going to ask for a super yacht. You know, that was the next thing I was going to ask them for. Because when we realized what this was, we go, shit. Forget about Newcoin. This is the whole market. Yeah. If these guys can do it, that means everyone else can do it. If these guys are creating synthetic Newcoin, because right now, this is where it becomes very interesting. This is finished. It's over. It's done. We're asking for our liquidity back. And this is when I say we decided not to, we negotiated to get evidence, right? You've just got to understand that. But this was much bigger than one single company. This became adamant that this was a sophisticated arena which was being utilized to make, I'm talking about the average person. I mean, who was losing money? The average person that was actually putting their money into crypto.
Talking about Sam Bankman-Friedman. Also, this is another clip with them as well.
I'll give you everything that's already out there. We have a lot more. All right. So we've also contacted the SEC many times. SEC never got back to us. Months ago, not now. No, we're contacting the SEC to tell them this is they're trading fake coins.
How many times did you send material to the SEC?
May 2000, October 2001, October, November, and December 2005, then again June 2007, and finally April 2008. So 5 separate SEC submissions.
So these people would contact SEC about this a while ago, but they wasn't paying attention to them, boss. They wasn't doing it. Crazy, right? Well, so here goes another clip right here. What? Here we go.
If SPF knocked on your door again and said, look, I failed in my last venture. I have a new crypto venture. I need money. Would you back him?
That's a great question. No one's asked me yet. I think we can all admit, you can love him or hate him given what's happened, but he was one of the most brilliant traders in the crypto universe. He also built one of the most robust platforms. We used FTX actively. It was a very robust platform that allowed us to get information on a compliant basis. So I really like what he built.
Would you back him?
The answer would be yes.
If SPF knocked on your door again.
Boss.
I think he said that. Maybe he, like I said, Kevin, he probably wanted them to. I'm pretty sure he is, but he said that because of the embarrassment, man. Now you got to go back to your shareholders. Hey, man, we lost this amount of, you're embarrassed. The man just played everybody, man. He played all y'all.
Hey, man. Yeah, he said he still will back him. And the guy, like I said, the guy warned them, SEC, hey, look, this was going on. They ignored it. You see, man, these people, man, boy, boss. It's real out here, boss. It is real. But sometimes I just gotta remind you guys what's going on. And I will let Auntie say it.
To get together the pandemic emergency, you have to think in terms of counterfactual. If we had not decided on March 18th, when we put together the pandemic emergency program and then subsequently increased the volume of commitment that we made to the European Union economies, we would be in a devastated situation. So I don't regret any of that move that we took on that day, which was 4 months into my job, to significantly increase the size of the balance sheet, because that's all we had. Yeah. Otherwise, the economy would have collapsed and it would have been even accelerated by a financial crisis.
You had to do it. It was the COVID crisis. You say that's what we needed to do. But how do you get it?
It will come. It will come. In due course. Yeah.
Look at that smile. She knows about to come. I wanted to pause that because she's smiling. She know what's about to come. She's gonna tell you it's about to come.
How?
In due course, it will come.
Yeah.
If the size of your debt problem is so big that it can't be paid off, and in fact, even inflation, which is the usual way you would seek to default on your debt slowly over time, you can't get enough inflation generated, then there is one further option, and that is you literally abandon the entire system of money and accounting. And I know that sounds unbelievably radical, but we've seen it happen before. And I explained the example of Britain in 1834, when they abandoned the traditional system they'd used for 1,000 years at that time, which was called the tally stick system. Anyway, bottom line was, why would you abandon a system that's worked perfectly beautifully for 1,000 years? And the answer is, you had 200 years of war debts that had accumulated. They were unable to get inflation up enough without causing social unrest. And so the government said, hey, let's actually take the tally sticks back and give people this great new innovation called paper money. Now, we're on the brink of a similar step change. And the way you'll do it is you're going to move to electronic money in conjunction with blockchain. Blockchain is the new ledger. and e-money is the new currency. The question is, whose e-money?
Model, you're going to change it, you're going to reduce your cost, you are going to expedite your transactions, and you're going to continue to inspire confidence because you will build that on the basis of an existing backbone, which is your bank and the confidence relationship that you've established with your customers. So that's where I see changes happening now. If you think of Circle and Ripples and all those, that's where they are active and helpful. Established with your customers. So that's where I see changes happening now. If you think of Circle and Ripples and all.
Circle, XLM, Ripple, XRP. She's saying it.
Those, that's where they are active and helpful.
She's saying it, guys.
You have to think in terms of counterfactual.
So, I'm just reminding them, bosses, okay? And last but not least, let me do this right here for everybody.
XRP?
Let me do this right quick.
Why do I hold XRP? Because Ripple's the chosen one to lead the new global digital payment system, and they use XRP. In 2013, the Federal Reserve began looking for faster payments options. 2 years later, an action plan was born and a federal payments task force was created. It included one company focused on crypto, Ripple. In 2014, the World Bank and Better Than Cash Alliance, which includes the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Clinton Global Initiative, and the governments of 32 countries, put out a report called The Opportunities of Digitizing Payments. 1 year later, the Better Than Cash Alliance featured one crypto company on their website, Ripple. Today, Better Than Cash Alliance and all other UN initiatives are focused on a single agenda: the Sustainable Development Goals for 2030. You can see the SDGs logo on Bill Gates' lapel, world-leading companies, the Better Than Cash Alliance website, and on the UN's official exchange, Exchange. What crypto is Exchange officially utilizing for their carbon credit solution? XRP. The world will move to a new international standard for exchanging electronic messages between financial institutions by 2025 called ISO 20022. Who was the first ISO 20022 member focused on distributed ledger technology? Ripple. Who's partnered with over 300 financial institutions, including Bank of America, American Express, PNC, Santander, SBI, HSBC, Standard Chartered Bank, Bank of England, India, Singapore, Scotland, Australia, and Indonesia, the largest banks in Japan, Canada, Egypt, the Middle East, United Arab Emirates, Thailand, Morocco, Bhutan, South Korea, Brazil, and Latin America? Ripple. Who is a former employee overseeing the Federal Reserve? Ripple. A former employee overseeing the world's largest asset manager, BlackRock's digital asset division? Ripple. Leading Australia's CBDC effort? Ripple. Who hired a former Treasury of the United States? Ripple. 2 former Federal Reserve attorneys to their board? Ripple. 2 former Clinton and Obama advisors, former Minister of Defense and Economics of Germany, former business director at SWIFT, former SWIFT board member, former CFO of PayPal, former head of the DTCC, former chief business officer at Uber, former VP of Amazon, and former SEC chair on their legal team? Ripple. Who's a member of the Digital Pound Foundation, Digital Dollar Project, Digital Euro Association, Mojaloop, IMF's high-level advisory board on fintech, Hyperledger Blockchain Consortium, Open Payments Coalition, Faster Payments Council, Global Payments Steering Group, Cross-Border Working Group, International Association for Trusted Blockchain Applications, Crypto Climate Accord, University Blockchain Initiative, World Wide Web Consortium, and a featured partner of the World Economic Forum with 3 members of their team directly listed on the WF website? Ripple. Now, does Ripple and XRP sound like they're going to disappear, or do they sound like they're part of a much bigger plan? You decide.
I mean, but what is it to say, boss? What is it to say? I gotta remind them. Don't look at the price. Look at what's going on. Because if you look at the price, you're going to get discouraged. You're going to sell. And all you're going to do is sell your money and put it back into the bank. And they're going to keep profiting off you while you going on vacation and spending your money and drinking all type of alcohol and getting drunk and turning up just to go back to work and do it all over again. It's on you, boss.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Like it's I don't know, boy. I'm speechless, man. It's just one of those things, man. Like, you know, we're not financial advisors, guys, and we don't want to keep, you know, trying to convince and show you, but we have to. We have to show you. You know, a lot of time we get a little frustrated when you're trying to make people see what you see and they don't, you know, but we just gotta that's what God created us to do, man, to help one another, man, you know. And like I've always said, you know, it's enough for all of us, you know. So we're just going to keep putting out these videos, and hopefully you take action, you listen, you pay attention to what's going on, and we're just going to keep doing what we do, boss, you know. But the last clip is just confirmation that we're in the right space. We're in the right space at the right time, at the right moment. And it's just a matter of time. The lawsuit is done. This thing is going to take off, guys. It's going to happen.
I leave it like this, like I said, like in days of Noah, they was married, and given to marriage, not knowing when the time of man is going to come. And like I say, you're never going to know when the time is going to come. It will happen at the flip of a switch.
Mm-hmm.
And you taking it lightly, it's all fun and games until the price change. When the price change, there will be no more TNS Boss in crypto videos. All it would be is just us going on vacation, showing our vacation spots we'll be going at. That is it. There's no need for it. The financial system has came into play, and it's on live. And like he said, probably go into the stock market, Ripple, and they're gonna use the asset XRP, and that's gonna be it.
Yeah.
Take it lightly if you want to. If you're comfortable where you at, all means. You're not a financial advisor, but do what's right for you and your family. But over here, you taking a chance. That's all we can do.
That's it.
You know. Well, any last word, boy? That's it.
No, I'm done.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging in for this long, guys. Like I said, don't forget to like, subscribe. You know, share the video. Please share the video.
Yep.
You know, any questions? Thanks for the comments and everything. Until next time, TNS Bosses Inc. We out here. Peace out.
All right. Thank you for watching TNS Bosses Inc. If you like the content displayed, don't forget to tap that like and subscribe button ASAP.